What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with a unique item guide on the crit. In this video, I'll cover how to get it, break down how the weapon works, and cover some of the other things that you should be on the lookout for with this weapon. So let's get right into it. The crit is a unique purple SMG manufactured by Malawan, and the red text reads, "Slippery when wet." The crit special ability is that it features a 150% crit damage bonus, does 8% of its damage as lifesteal, and it has a 5% chance to slip out of your hand. Now, one of those three is not something that you want this thing to do, but it's such a low chance that it's probably not going to hurt you. We'll talk more about that in a minute though. The crit can only be obtained by tipping Moxie on Sanctuary. No mayhem level is required, but to get multiple copies of this gun, just keep tipping Moxie and you will see the mail icon pop up on your screen underneath the mini map. At that point, just go into your social menu, go over to the mail, and then on your list of mail items, you will find that you either got a hail or a crit. Tipping her is completely random as to what item you're going to get from her. The stats on this one at Mayhem 10 level 65 are 25,229 damage, 81% accuracy, 58% handling, reload time is 3 seconds, fire rate is 11.46 shots per second, and the mag size is 44 on the one that I have right here. The crit can only spawn in shock elemental damage. This gun can also roll with the binary prefix, which will add a ×2 multiplier on your damage at the cost of 2 ammo per shot. And I actually do not recommend the binary prefix unless you're using this on Moze, as she can mitigate that ammo consumption much better than the other Vault Hunters. This weapon is exceptional on every single Vault Hunter after its buff on February 11th, 2021, where it received a 540% weapon damage bonus, which is just insane. They also increased the lifesteal from 5% up to 8%, and they lowered the chance of this gun dropping out of your hand from 12.5% to just 5% now. This gun is now one of the strongest overall weapons in Borderlands 3 and arguably the best SMG in the game right now, maybe even better than the plasma coil. Now, it remains to be seen if that much of a buff was intentional or not, but the risk reward of this weapon is that the more you shoot it and reload it, the more likely you are to drop it. Sometimes in the heat of battle, you might not even notice that you dropped it right away, or you could also potentially drop it off a cliff or down a hole by accident. Just go ask my friend Moxie about that. If that happens, you do lose that weapon forever. It does not go to your lost loot machine because it was something that was in your inventory. The lost loot machine will only pick up items that were dropped by enemies that you didn't pick up. Now, if that does happen, you can obviously just go back to Moxie and tip her again and potentially spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on her to try and get the right anointment. But honestly, this gun is so crazy strong right now that even without the right anointment, or even with no anointment at all, this thing just absolutely shreds. So the risk of losing a god roll can be sort of offset by the knowledge that as long as you have any crit, you should be in good shape. I highly recommend the crit to everybody. It is possible that this thing might get dialed back, like I mentioned, since it actually out damages the plasma coil and flipper in many situations now. But in the meantime, go tip Moxie and grab yourself one of these bad boys to try it out. You won't regret it. I hope this guide to the crit was helpful to you. If it was, then please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I post a new video. You can click on one of the cards at the end of this video to see more legendary item guides as well. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Oh! I'm done. I retire. It's been fun playing Borderlands 3, but apparently I'm done here. Take care.